Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me in today's presentation. We're looking at this question sent in by one of the viewer. This is further mathematics. Let's look at the question. If x and y are two independent events such that the probability of x, event x, is 1 over 8, and the probability of x combined with y is 5 over 8, we are asked to find the probability of y. This is set involving probability. Very important. Let's look at how we can solve this. We are talking about independent events. When two events are independent, how do we go about it? In my previous video, I've explained extensively the difference between mutual exclusive events and non-mutual exclusive events. Let's look at how we can handle this question. Very important. Let's write down the solution. We have recall that probability of x combined with y will be equals to the probability of x plus the probability of y minus the probability of x and y. Very important. When you have this is under non-mutual exclusive event. We are using the knowledge of non-mutual exclusive event. Probability of x combined with y will be equals to probability of x plus probability of y minus probability of x and y. But once x and y are independent event, very important. Once this condition, we have this condition. Once x and y are independent events, let me write it here. Once x and y are independent events, once x and y are independent events, it means the probability of x and y will be equals to the probability of x times the probability of y. Very important. Let me repeat it again. Once x and y are independent events, it means the probability of x and y will be equals to the probability of x times the probability of y. Very important. Okay, so we have x combined with y from the question. It means in place of this x intersect y, now we can replace it with this. So let's write this formula. It means the probability of x combined with y will be equals to the probability of x plus the probability of y minus, in place of x and y, now we can write it as the probability of x times the probability of y. Very important. So let's substitute from the question. X and y, or x or y, is 5 over 8. So we have 5 over 8 now. Will now be equals to probability of x from the question, 1 over 8. Then we are asked to find the probability of y. So this will be the probability of y. We can select it be x. Let the probability of y be equals to x. So it means in place of this, we put x minus the probability of x is 1 over 8. That will be 1 over 8 times the probability of y. We say let it be x. That will be times x. So this is what we'll have at the end of the day. So we solve for x, and whatever the value of x will be the probability of y. Very important. Here, we can multiply through by 8 to clear this fraction. 5 over 8 times 8. 8 will divide it, that will be 1, will be left with 5. This will be equals to 1 over 8 times 8, that will be 1, plus 8 times x, that will be 8x, minus 1 over 8x times 8, that will be x. Very important. So let's collect that times at this point. I have 5, that will be 5, minus this plus 1 minus 1 will be equals to 8 minus x will be 7x. Very important. Okay, let's look at what will be the value of x? Let's move here. We're looking for the probability of x, or y rather. So what will be the value of x? We'll have 5 minus 1, that will be 4, will be equals to 7x. We're looking for the probability of y. To find x here, we divide both sides by 7. So x now will be equals to 4 divided by 7. We can conclude from here that the probability of y is nothing but 4 divided by 7. So this will be the solution to this question. Thank you for watching. Please do share this to your learned colleagues. And don't forget to subscribe to TJS Maths and Further Maths Adventure. Thank you for coming.